5785, ending off Sefer Vayikra, and also going into Sunday night into Yom Yerushalim, some also know as the forgotten special day of Jewish history for the masses of the Jewish people. It's a very religious Zionist celebration, but for all others it really isn't a center, and therefore we have to understand it deep enough that we could share it with all those that might have not remembered the uniqueness of what happened in June 7th, 1967 at 2:32 in the afternoon, as the Chevre, who the night before were in Givat Tachmoshet and lost 96 of their friends, walked down into Har HaBayit and into the Kotel and celebrated a moment in Jewish history that defied all odds. And so 2 questions. We say in Behar Bechukotai, Im Bechukotai Telechu. And this sentence is a sentence that is analyzed by the Sfat Emet in such a beautiful way. But the question simply being, why Davka the Chukim are emphasized, number 1, and why are we speaking about Telechu? So 2 questions about that pasuk. And then going on into Yom Yerushalayim, we say, Ir shechubra la yachdav, a city that connected together. What is this secret? What is this really teaching us about Yerushalayim Yer HaKodesh? And I think that both these questions can connect together. And we'll begin with the idea of Im Bechukotai Telechu. Teaches the Sfat Emet in 1881, the idea of Chukim are the things that are difficult, the things that are challenging. What's Telechu? I do them anyway. For so many of us, the challenges is the end zone. It's where we stop. When things get difficult, we run away. When there's confrontation, we hide. When there's difficulty, we translate it as impossible. And therefore, when we see the chukim, we don't lalechet. We just stop. Says the Sfat Emet, the essence of what Sefer Vayikra was teaching is the korbanot are difficult. The shchita and the netina and the kabbalah and the holacha and the tuma and the tara, it's very difficult. And the kohanim keep going. They don't stop. And this idea of im bechukotai telechu is exactly this idea that the things that would usually stop us are actually a yield sign so that we do things in a better way. Usually the things that are difficult for us is a stop sign, but it's a yield sign that we could learn it better, learn it deeper, understand it greater. And so therefore, Im Bechukotai Telechu is saying that the essence of the chukim, or that they define character, is that if you can keep lalechet in the places that most people stop, then you will really naturally experience the blessings and experience the bracha. And if we go to Yerushalayim Yer HaKodesh, it's the same idea. Yerushalayim makes no sense. David HaMelech chooses the center of Israel. What is happening in the center? Tension. The Yerushalayim is in between Tzfat and Eilat. Eilat is the extreme physical, Tzfat is the extreme spiritual, and Yerushalayim is in the middle. So the Chaver that love spiritual are all the way up there, and the Chaver that love the physical are all the way down there. But what's happening in the middle? Everyone's at each other's throats. We don't even know what Nachala is it. Is it Yehuda or Binyamin? It's very clear that Yerushalayim is a place of tension, and teaches us the sentence of Yerushalayim, that is Ir Shechubra La Yachdav. Connections are not made because everything is identical, because everything is simple. Connections are made because of effort, because of not choosing the easy route. And that's why Yerushalayim is compared to fire. Fire is in need of wind. Without ruach, there's no fire. So it's bringing in the ruach of Tzfat. But at the same time, there's also the afar of Hebron, which symbolizes the physicality and the south. And Yerushalayim is in between. Right? The water, we can speak about Tveria at a different time. But really what's happening in these opposites of Hebron being the afar, symbolized by the etz that's in the fire, and the ruach that come together in Yerushalayim, not to prevent, but to make a fire. And if you look at the wood, it's dead. And if you look at the ruach, you can't touch it. So each of them seem insignificant, but when they find each other, the wood becomes a fire and the ruach becomes an enabler. And so the essence and the secret of Yom Yerushalayim is that religious Zionism is not about either or, it's about the dash in between. It's the ability to realize that dafka, the things that need patience, are usually the things that are real. We should be zocha b'siyata dishmaya. As we end Sefer Vayikra, to have more patience. As then we walk into Yerushalim and we see mitzadat galim, we see the flags in the air, we realize that the flag was not meant to run away. It was meant to enable those on the left and the right to see something in the middle that could connect them. That's the secret of a flag, that it could be able to be something that's in the middle, so that the people on the left and the right could have something that connects them and unites them and relates them. Like Morin V'Rabbeinu of Tamir Granot teaches, let's stop discussing all the differences between the secular and the ultra-Orthodox and the religious, because if we keep speaking about what's different, we'll never find the ability to unite around a flag, because there's so much similar. The element of chesed is similar with all of us. The element of God is similar with all of us. The element of, the need for national awareness is united in all of us. Let's start discussing the flag that's in between, so that we don't need the differences to divide us, but they could actually be something that make the flag give you space to be different and at the same time be united. Ki ir shechubra la yachdav b'siyata dishmaya.